Hare Krishna. So we are studying Shloki Bhagavad-gita, that is the 4 verses which summarizes the entire essence of Bhagavad-gita. So we have seen the first 3, that is the 8th verse which was talking about how Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then in the 9th verse, how the pure devotees worship the Lord, serve the Lord. And in the 10th verse, we saw that how Krishna reciprocates with such wonderful devotees by giving them right understanding and intelligence at the right time so that they can go back home, back to Godhead. Now in the 11th shloka that we are going to see, Krishna is again going to speak about how he reciprocates with such sincere and devoted devotees. Let's see this in shloka number 11. teṣām evānukampārtham aham ajñāna-jaṁ tamaḥ nāśayāmy ātma-bhāva-stho jñāna-dīpena bhāsvatā. So here Krishna is saying that teṣām, those people who are devoted, who are sincere, evānukampārtham aham, I give them special mercy. And where am I situated? ātma-bhāva-stho. I am situated or dwelling in their hearts. And what is he going to do? ajñāna-jaṁ tamaḥ nāśayāmy. He says that I'll destroy the darkness which is born of ignorance. Hey, how will you do that, O Krishna? How will you do that? Krishna says, jñāna-dīpena bhāsvatā. By the shining lamp of knowledge. So here Krishna is saying that doesn't matter how much ignorance you are in. I, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, I will light the lamp of knowledge in your dark heart and automatically it will get illuminated. You will get illuminated and you will know what to do. You'll be out of ignorance. So this is what is the shloka that it's talking about. Again, the same thing. We see that our part is very less and Krishna is doing the major part. What is our part? We are just supposed to practice bhakti with sincerity and we should be completely devoted to the activities of devotional service. And rest of the things Krishna is going to do. He is going to give us intelligence. He is the one who is going to light the lamp of knowledge and remove the ignorance, the darkness that is there in our heart. He is doing the majority work, major work. And ours is not that great. Ours is a very small work. That is doing devotional service. So, as there's a nice pastime, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself in the age of Kali Yuga. So he was chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and dancing. So this happened in Banaras. So when he was chanting and dancing, the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. When this was happening, there was a Mayavadi sannyasi whose name was Prakashananda Saraswati. He started chastising Lord Chaitanya saying, why are you acting like a sentimental fool? You should read Vedanta, you should do this, you should do that. So, in this way we see that the Mayavadis who are there, they always feel that these bhakti yogis are all bachchas. They are all very low people. Who are the ones who are elevated? Oh, the ones who are aiming for Brahman, the ones who are reading Vedanta. So this is what they feel. But this is not the fact. There are so many great stalwarts in Bhakti Yoga. We can just list so many great stalwarts. Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Nimbarka Swami, Vishnu Swami, and in the recent past we had Prabhupada and his spiritual master, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur and so on. If we read their charita, if we read their character and the entire life sketch, we'll understand how great each personality is in our entire parampara. Starting from Srila Prabhupada, going up till Krishna, if we properly analyze each and every person, we will see that how great each and every person is. Tell me, how can they be sentimental fool? They are the most intelligent ones, and philosophically established people they are. So the ones who are practicing bhakti, they are topmost. They are the topmost people. And the ones who are chanting the holy names of the Lord, who are completely immersed in doing devotional service, no one else in this world can be compared to such great people. So in this way, we have to have full conviction that what I am doing, that is practicing of devotional service, is the highest thing or the highest benediction that anyone can get in this material world. So here it is said very nicely The Mayavadi philosophers think that without discriminating one cannot have pure knowledge. For them, the answer is given by the Supreme Lord. Those who are engaged in pure devotional service, even though they may be without sufficient education and even without sufficient knowledge of the Vedic principles, are still helped by the Supreme Lord as stated in this verse. So this verse is a proper proof and a proper argument for those people who think that I am the one who is supposed to do everything. I am supposed to discriminate between various things with not this, not this, not this. Naiti, naiti, naiti. But here it's very clear, Krishna is saying that if you are a sincere devotee, I will do the rest. I will give the required knowledge. So in our parampara, Prabhupada's guru's name is Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and his guru was Gaur Kishodas Babaji Maharaj. So Gaur Kishodas Babaji Maharaj was materially illiterate. He was not even knowing how to write his own name. But then he knew the conclusion of all the Vedic literatures. He had the profound knowledge and he could speak that to enlighten people. How is this possible? A person who has not read? How is it possible? Krishna reveals. This point has to be understood. Krishna is the one who will reveal the fact, reveal the truth to all of us. It is said in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Atha Shri Krishna Namadi na bhavet grayam indriye sevon mukhe jivhado swayam eva spuratyada. So it's not that by our senses, material senses, blunt senses will capture Krishna. No. It's only when Krishna reveals himself to us, swayam eva spuratyada, we can actually understand Krishna. And here Krishna is telling, for all those sincere people, for all those ones who are devoted to the activities in devotional service, I will reveal the knowledge that is needed. I will remove the darkness and I will lit the lamp of knowledge in their hearts. So Krishna is promising here. When Krishna is saying something, he will surely do it. Here it said that man can go on speculating for several millions of years, and if he is not devoted, if he is not a lover of the supreme truth, he will never understand Krishna, the supreme truth. Only by devotional service is the supreme truth Krishna pleased, and by his inconceivable energy, he can reveal himself to the heart of the pure devotee. So this is a very important point to note, that when we please Krishna, Krishna reveals himself to us. And how will Krishna get pleased? When we do devotional service. When we are doing devotional service, Krishna is very much pleased with that devotee. So we have to make sure that every single day and in future, every single moment, we should be able to practice devotional service. For whose pleasure? Not for our pleasure. Initially all this natak is okay, that I want peace of mind, I want some nice solace and I want some satisfaction, so I am doing devotional service. That's very, very naive, very neophyte. But as we grow in Krishna consciousness, our mood changes, where now I don't want anything, I want to please Krishna. And if Krishna is pleased, he will reveal everything to us. Here it is said that a pure devotee always has Krishna within his heart. And with the presence of Krishna, who is just like the sun, the darkness of ignorance is at once dissipated. This is the special mercy rendered to the pure devotee by Krishna. See, this thing that we are discussing is a special mercy. It's a special mercy, where only these pure devotees get this. So when they are completely devoted, when they are practicing bhakti very nicely, when they are doing devotional service very nicely with love and devotion, Krishna reveals himself to them. He lits the knowledge, lits the lamp of knowledge in their hearts, and he removes all the ignorance that is there. So this is a point that has to be understood, that our darkness might be it might be pitch dark. Our heart might be pitch dark, full of ignorance. But then, we know that even if the night is very, very dark, still when the sun rises, all the darkness is dissipated, everything becomes very clear. Same thing happens here. When Krishna appears in our heart to reveal himself to us, whatever darkness we might be in from many millions of lifetimes, all that darkness will just get dissipated. Because Krishna, who is equivalent to millions and millions of suns, he is actually rising in our heart. Very nice point that is made here, which says that due to contamination of material association through many, many millions of births, one's heart is always covered with dust of materialism. But when one engages in devotional service and constantly chant Hare Krishna, the dust quickly clears and one is elevated to the platform of pure knowledge. How much dust we have in our heart? Millimeter, centimeters, meters, I think thousands of kilometers. That's what is the thickness of the dust that we have in our heart, because every lifetime we have accumulated so much of contamination. So much contamination. So many lifetimes we cannot count also. And in those many lifetimes we have accumulated so much of contamination. And this contamination stops us now from moving ahead in Krishna consciousness. But the ones who are sincerely chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one thing will happen. Cheto darpana marjanam. This one thing will happen. What is that? Cleansing of the mirror of the heart is going to happen. But it depends on if that devotee is sincerely chanting or not. Sincerely getting involved in devotional service or not. If he is, surely this cleansing will happen. That thickness of dust, whatever it might be, in front of Mahamantra it is nothing. Mahamantra can just remove that, just like this. Here it is said that the pure devotee does not have to worry about the material necessities of life. He need not be anxious, because when he removes the darkness from his heart, everything is provided automatically by the Supreme Lord, who is pleased by the loving devotional service of the devotee. So this is a very, very nice point. So a pure devotee who has reached this stage where Krishna is removing the darkness from his heart, he is least bothered about anything and everything of the world. He is free from all anxiety. He is free from all tension. Why? Because he realizes that Krishna is the one who is the maintainer, who is the caretaker, and whatever is needed, Krishna will give. Why should I worry? My job is to do devotional service, and his job is to maintain me. He's maintaining so many people. He'll maintain me also. So why should I really worry about my own maintenance? So a pure devotee is busy doing devotional service, and Krishna is tense looking at him. Are you're not doing anything for maintaining yourself? Okay, don't worry. I will send things those are needed. And Krishna personally sends. Hope we remember the shloka that we read in 9th chapter, where Krishna said, Yoga kshemam vahamyaham. I carry personally what my devotee lacks, and I protect whatever my devotee has. So this Krishna will do, for sure. So in this way, we have to clearly understand that when it comes to the Lord, he is doing his job very nicely. But when it comes to us as devotees, we have to ask this question, am I sincere in my devotional service or not? Or am I still acting like a devotee and proving to others that I'm a nice devotee? Or am I really a genuine devotee from within? We have to ask this question and ask, am I genuinely practicing, sincerely practicing every single day or not? So in this way, Krishna has summarized the entire Bhagavad-gita in these 4 verses and has given the cream of the entire Bhagavad-gita to us in these 4 verses. So now, after hearing all this, after a good amount of time, Arjuna is going to speak. So let's hear some wonderful verses which Arjuna is going to speak after a good amount of realization after hearing from Krishna. Let's see this in the next video. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.